Hello everyone, I'm Debbie Polachek. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making a card out of all things fabulous. And this is the first card that I made out of that. And we're going to be using some of, well, including the stamp set. It's all new items from their new catalog. By the way, if you order through my website and you order $50 worth of supplies, I will send you a brand new catalog free. So that might be something you might be interested, because the catalog does give you a lot of different ideas how to use the stamp sets and what stamp sets they are, and you can basically shop very easy when you have the book in your hand. At least I can. So anyway, on this flower set, I do have a couple videos at the end of this video that will link you to a couple things that will help you create your own card like this. This one here was created with, as you can see, with oranges, yellows, and greens. But I have made a video how to make a stencil to make these plaids. And it's very cool. I use it a lot, and I love making things with flowers on it. So plaids are just awesome with flowers. You could also make just stripes out of this. I have a video also how to prepare to stamp with these 3-stepped flowers. There's some steps that make it a lot easier, and I'll put that at the end of the video as well. There's some paper in here that's called velveteen paper, and it's a 12 by 12 sheets of paper, and I think it comes with the soft green, this terracotta color, and one other color, and we're going to be using one of the other colors today to make our card. This die set not comes with this die, but it goes, if you buy a bundle, it comes with it. It cuts out all the flowers, all the leaves, and it also has a die that cuts out this trellis looking detail die here. So I hope you watch the video through its entirety, and you just take the time to give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow. It really helps me get the word out. Right now I have 100 subscribers, which I appreciate every one of you. So let's get started with our card. Okay, I'm remaking this part of the video because I didn't record the right area of making this, so I'm going to show you again. This time I'm going to cut it out of silver instead of the gold. But so anyway, how I do it is to make a longer strip. See, this is not long enough to make a continuous strip, so I'm going to go ahead and put that there, and I'm going to keep it. This is a 2-inch strip, but I'm going to put my top plate so that this is at the corners of this last 2 deals. And so that part right here will not be cut because the pressure won't be against it. So I'm cutting that just like that. Now this time, see, I'm lining it up so I can see through all those holes. Those holes are lining up at the same place as they did before. The same thing. But this part of it's already cut. I'll go ahead and tape this here. Just hopefully it won't move on me. Okay, now I'm going to line it up so it will cut a little bit of the area I previously cut would be fine. You just don't want to move it any further than that, because that's where it starts cutting this part out here, and that's the part you want to leave going for sure. So I'm going to run this through the die cut machine. Yeah, I have it all cut out in a silver foil. What I found for me when I make cards, I make one, it's sort of like recipes. I make one, I thought, well, this could use a little bit more of this or a little less of this. Same thing happens for me when I make cards. So when I looked at this card today, I thought, you know, what I really like about it, I really like it. I think it's balanced well and everything else. But like I said, I do want to use a different color flock. These are the 3 choices of the chopped cinnamon cider. And this one's called Highland Heather. And this is the soft seafoam. And I seen this and I thought, you know, I really would like to have the gold trellis. So that's why I decided to start off with that. So this is what I'm going to start off with. Then I'm going to decide what looks the best with this. The gold looks awesome with this same color here. I love it with the purple, and I love it with the green. So really any of the colors will be nice. Okay, let's go through and see what kind of flowers we would like to have. Let's say the person that we're giving it to likes pink and purples. Okay, I have a friend that loves pink and purples. So let's go with that. I want to make some pink flowers and I want to make some purple flowers. I think the best pink is probably what I like the best. It's called the Blushing Bride. It's more of a true pink. I do like the Stamp Off color of this pink. This is the magenta pink. This is a new color. Normally I like it the full color of that, and I think I will continue with the full color. So I think I made my decision to use the Blushing Bride. Okay. Highland Heather. Let's go with the Highland Heather. That is a soft color. So is the Balmy Blue. So why not use purple, blue, and pink? I think that would be a good combination. And I'll use 3 of the, I guess this is roses here. I'll use 3 of the roses here in this next one. So that's going to be my color choice. So I'm saying, still, depends on how I set it up. Actually, all the colors, this, maybe not this one. This one would be out. But I probably still could use the purple, the heather, or the seafoam. I'm going to start off with the Blushing Bride. Rococo Rose is the next color I'm going to use. What's up, Daddy-O? And the next color I'm going to use is a Slate Gray. Brother, I was looking for Slate Gray and I couldn't find it. The reason I can't find it because there's no such thing. I should be looking for Smoky Slate. I'm going crazy. So anyway, I'm going to do my third color, this one. And I'm just going to go in the center as close as I can with that one. Okay, there's my 3 levels of light, medium, and dark tones. Now, I will be doing the others off camera, but I will tell you what they are. But I do want to tell you now that in the video that I told you about my tips for stamping with these, will, even if you don't have these colors, how it could help you with your own colors. So just be sure and watch that video because I know everybody else doesn't have all the colors I have. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, the other 2 colors I used the Highland Heather as the largest stamp. In the middle tones I used Smoky Slate, and the darkest tones I used Gorgeous Grape. On the blue one I used Balmy Blue as the largest. The medium tone I used Pretty Peacock, and the darkest tone I used Specific Point. I'll stamp like I did before 2 sets of the leaves. Do a few of these, and these I think I'll do some what color? Already got the gold there. They wouldn't show up much on the gold behind this. Let's go with the yellow, and then the green. What we'll do is we'll stamp this part of the flower first, and I'm going to go with the brightest yellow that I have. And from looking at my chart here, looks like my brightest yellow is the Daffodil Delight, so I would choose the Daffodil Delight for that. 4 or 5 of these. 1 old olive stems. I think that will be fine. That goes with about everything. And I'll line these up next. Stand over the top of them so I can kind of judge a little bit better. I want to wipe that off so in case I brought my stamp. I don't want to get that everywhere. Looks like I already got it everywhere and I didn't even get there. Oh well. And for the leaves, what I've done before and I like it is I put all 3 of these on a block. I used a color like lemon lime. And then take your a darker color. This time I'm going to go ahead and continue with the old olive and just kind of roll the stamp pad on the outside edges of these leaves. Then I like to see where there's lines that are straight right there. I like to take my finger and just kind of blend those out so it doesn't have a straight line on there. And now when I take this and put it back over it, it has an automatic blend. And I think I misjudged that. Probably start over with that other one that I messed up. Try to get over the top of it this time, Debbie. There, that's better. Okay. It's time to complete our card, I believe. Here we're gonna, first of all, I'm gonna take what I got and I'm gonna kind of lay it out. I just decided to do the plaid and all in the Blushing Bride, because I do want my main color to be the Blushing Bride. So now I'm gonna kind of just lay out my stuff here, kind of see what I got, and I'm gonna see which one I would prefer, the Highland Heather as my added color, or would I prefer, I could throw a few of these in there too, make sure that they all pick up the color, or would I prefer the light seafoam? Ooh, I think I really like the light seafoam, because I can go ahead and go across with this and pick up those colors nicely. I think that is beautiful. So this is the color I got. So what I have here is a piece of 5 1/4 by 4. I'm gonna cut my strip to be like 2 inches, and that is 5 1/4. Now I have found from making the other one that glue does not like to stick to the front of this. To the back of this is fine, but not to the front of it. So I'm going to go ahead, should I glue it over a little bit? Let's go get ahead and get our, I think I'm going to use a white card base. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that. And I think I'm going to cut it so it opens up long ways. To have your card so it opens on the bottom of the short side, cut your card base to be 4 1/4 by 11 and then score it at 5 1/2. When I do my scoring, I like to do it like this because for some reason it never comes out real straight when I do 5 1/2. Then I'll flip it and do it again at 5 1/2. And as you can see, there's a double line there, so I obviously don't push it over far enough. So then I take it and I square it up, and then I take my bone folder, my pretty clean bone folder, and go ahead and score that, reinforce that. Now I can see probably if I would like, no, I think it's going to be too many stripes if I put it over, so I'm going to go ahead and put it all the way to the end and cover up all that pink on that one end. And then when I have this, that'll break it up another time. I don't need that little bitty thing to break it up even more. So I'll glue that on to this. Next I'm going to try to make this as even as I can by putting it, these little dots, looks like close to the end on each one. And I know that the glue does not stick to this very well, so I'm going to go ahead and use glue dots in each one of these little center things right here. Okay. And I'm going to take it and center it again. Not real straight, but it's straight enough, I guess. And I'm going to go ahead and take these and trim it off the back. Glue this on the top of my card. Okay, and I did do a sentiment out of the Island Heather, so we'll see if we can include that in there. The first one I did a little skinny one, but this one I wanted to use this one. So let's see. How do we want to set this up? For me, a good tip for this, if you find it the way you want to do it, it's a good idea to use your camera, snap a picture, and that way you'll have the way you wanted it. Okay, I think this sentiment is a little bit too heavy for this card, so I'm going to leave it out and put it on the inside. But that little thin one. Okay, I've set up the sentiment. I'm going to put the sentiment on the inside, and I just used the little scraps right here. I think I'm going to use those on the behind this and add our little extra pieces that we have here. I don't see anywhere that the little gems would be so wonderful. I think it looks good just the way it is, so we'll go with that. I am going to use some dimensionals. I will use probably this blue one straight down like I did before, and then add these on the outside. Add one dimensional, well, a set of one here and a set of two here, so I'll raise that up a little bit higher than the first one, and I'll use the larger ones. So let's glue this one down here, probably tilt it a little bit. I do want this pink one on the opposite side of this pink one, and we'll put that there. Use, like I said, two here, no, one here, well, two, one deep. Put it right there, and I'll put two deep on this one, like that. And I will continue with my leaves like before. Put them there. Maybe a little shorter one here since there's not a whole lot of room.
Well, Nationwide's on your side.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad to hear somebody is. I'm going to use some glue dots here because of the velveteen cardstock. A glue dot, probably just a glue dot would be enough. And let's see, maybe another single or double one here. Don't want nothing too heavy. And then we'll add our yellow ones. On the side with a glue dot. One right in the middle there. Now the other one I did put a bow there, but I think this one is going to be good enough just the way it is. I like it just like it is. I will put the sentiment in here, glue it flat down in the center in case I want to put some of those leaves on the inside of that instead of the outside. We'll see. So I'll have room to shove it underneath there. Okay, we'll put those there. Things here. That one's bigger. Let's put that one under just a little bit. This one under a little bit more. Looks like there's enough glue underneath there to catch it. And maybe a yellow flower here somewhere. Put that on. We'll put that to go towards our signature. Okay. And don't forget to look for those videos on top of the screen. First of all, I'm going to put this video on how to make color your flowers and how to prepare for your flowers. And also, the next video, like right now, will be to how to make the plaid stencil that we did here. Okay, so check that out before you get off this channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.